Hi, Leo. I'm talking away, and then realized that the program, the filming had stopped, and I was like, oh, so restart, and here we are. I was only about 5 minutes in, so we got another good, 30 minutes or so. Okay, so everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below. All right, so as we close out the month, looking at the past reading, because this is kind of there's the love reading at the beginning of the month, and then we have the closing out the month reading. Nice little bookend there, right? Anyway, you've been doing some work on yourself, and the reason why I say that is because we've got and this also could be just work in general, but it seems like it's where love is concerned. It seems like there's been you looking at a lot. There has been an ending, and not only are you supporting yourself now, you're solitary, but the reason why I said that earlier was because this is somebody who just has gone through an ending. This could be man or woman. Just has gone through an ending, which also opens up a new beginning, and you're going to be working on some personal issues possibly, or this is just the work that goes into maintaining your life. Okay, just going to work, going home, doing your chores, working out, visiting, socializing with friends. But there's going to be quiet moments of you, periods of reflection and self-examination, and it's kind of like you're wanting just to make sure that your stuff is straight. It's not that you need to work on anything. We'll get to that in a minute. It's just that you're not going to let whatever's going on hold you back. Okay, because this is somebody that's very self-sufficient and interested in taking care of only theirs and their own. And they do it with ease and with pleasure, and they're very good at it. This is somebody who is completely functional and capable and even happy by themselves. They don't need anything or anyone. Okay, so the reason why I said about vulnerability is because, or working on yourself, is because for some this might be about doing some shadow work or working on yourself. This is about being vulnerable. This is an 8, it's almost a 10, so it's almost a complete, the cycle's almost complete. This is about somebody really engaging and working diligently, and eventually it's going to be presented to be evaluated. So when we look at relationships, to me, this involves doing some work on yourself so that you're ready for the next relationship, because this is whatever work you've done here is going to come into play for your future partner, right? Because there has been an ending and a new beginning. Now, the reason why I had mentioned earlier, nothing's going to stand in your way. It's not going to hold you back, and you're fine. This is somebody who is this times 10. I mean, you've really got that energy down as far as you're very charismatic. You have a can-do attitude, and you can manifest and create and see things through to completion like nobody's business. You've got all 4 elements working here for you. You've got the passion, the drive, the heart, the know-how, the stamina, everything to make things work and to bring what you want into creation, see it to fruition. Very charismatic person here. We've got this light over the head that suggests that you can have the world if you want it. People easily fall under your spell, or just naturally are inclined to help, to be a part of something that you're doing. So as far as what's coming next month, this is kind of like a love reading couched in there, but it's more about the unexpected. Anyway, next month, which is December, is going to be a manifestation month for you. Okay, who is involved is you're gonna could be a new love interest. All right, it could be that you're doing some work on yourself because you've got somebody in mind. It could be that you're just working hard on all things, and then this new love opportunity comes along. All right. Okay, so as far as what is unexpected, I might need to clarify that here. We got the Hermit. I don't think I went over it. Queen of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles, Death, Magician, Knight of Cups, Hermit, 5 of Pentacles, and 2 of Swords. Okay, so let's clarify this Hermit, because again, this is about self-reflection. This is about going inward and seeing, just kind of evaluating, spending quality time alone. It's almost like it's this right here, because this is about just solitude and solace, but being okay with it and it being purposeful, and that it's not uncontrolled isolation. We're not talking about withering away and withdrawing. We're talking about somebody that prefers to be alone because they've got projects going on, whether it's self or just work, but they've got things that they enjoy doing solitary and they enjoy it. And yet this is about being receptive but not actively seeking anything inward or outwardly. So this could be Virgo. This could be Virgo. Huh. But we've got, let's see, this is somebody who's just very comfortable being alone and in that aloneness. Talking about taking, these three fell out. Just a respite, a restful period. It could have been that you're coming out of this ending. It could have been just a really heavy cycle for you. It could have been a relationship that was really complicated, a lot of work. Maybe you feel overtaxed or like it was one-sided. So this is a much needed reprieve. You're again with the evaluation. This is you evaluating, thinking, again with the thinking and reflection. There might be this might be that you're just sad that it didn't work out. This could be that you might be doubting yourself. Like this evaluation could be about you going, okay, was it me? What's my culpability? You really examining this, Leo. This right here, just from right here, is all about you really examining something closely and wanting to make sure that your backyard is straight, that you've accounted for and atoned for your culpability in a situation or an ending, and so that you can be prepared for the next person, the next situation, the next involvement. But there could still be some self-doubt here, and that's why there's this sort of solitary reflection going on. Okay? No harm, no foul. I mean, it is what it is. It's just for somebody that's this charismatic and can create and do any and all things, there is this sort of preference to be alone before the next step comes for you. And that has to do with this ending of a prior relationship that probably took a lot out of you, did a number on you, and you're like, okay, I'm leaving, and I'm out. And I think I remember that from the December reading. The December love reading. So this would be the closing out of November. All right. Sorry, I got the timing wrong. Oh, because this is about what's to come for November, but it's about the unexpected. So I'm confusing myself. Sorry. This is an ender for November. This is about the unexpected and what to expect for December. There. All right. And I just did the December reading, so it was kind of interesting because I think the Leo December love reading was all about this sort of solitary independence, and again with the reflection and looking at things and the culpability in a relationship. Anyway, okay, so what to watch out for. Here's the unexpected, and we might need to clarify here because this is about disconnection. Okay, so the Hermit is purposeful isolation and withdrawal. You're still receptive, but your preference is to be alone, even priority for some of you, because you're really wanting to just kind of let things settle and examine everything. This is about feeling the loss of that, feeling the loss of the security that a situation provided you, feeling that disconnect, okay? And honestly, it is kind of a disconnect because it doesn't really fit with this reading. It's because this is all elective, but then you're still feeling that loss. So, I mean, it fits and it doesn't. Anyway, all right. And yeah, because things didn't work out and it's bothering you. Okay, so I'm preaching to the choir here. You already know this. This is probably confirmation for most of you. Because I think for the December love reading, you should probably just, you watch it and do your own thing and make your own assumptions. But I think it was about somebody being kind of, if I'm not mistaken, very solitary and self-sufficient. But what's unexpected about that is that, and for this reading also, is that for as much as this is elected to be alone and you are very self-sufficient and you're going to be able to have all your needs met, everything's fine. You've even got, it's either a passion project or a love on the way. This could be you venturing out to date or being receptive to it. But in the back of your mind, you're still feeling this loss and this disconnection that things didn't work out, and it is weighing heavily on your mind, okay? And do nothing. It's supposed to feel this way, apparently. You're supposed to be able to let it sit. That's what's called for here, is to not do anything about it. Don't make a decision. It is out of your hands. This is not a decision or an action for you to take or a decision for you to make. Nothing is to be done on your part, okay? I think this disconnect is probably I don't want to say dirty little secret, but look at that. Two of Swords reversed, clarifying the Two of Swords upright. Do nothing. This is out of your hands. It is not for you to do or decide either way. You've done all you can. Your part now is for you to be doing the reflection and the work yourself. But as far as you making any kind of movement towards anyone else or to a prior situation, there's been an ending. Now you're doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing, which is allowing for the sort of ending and the parceling out of that, and the reflection and the thinking and the just this everything coming up and examining it, but not doing anything about it. Your position is to stand down, which you're doing. So, and why wouldn't you be, right? This is somebody who knows how to handle anything and everything, so not surprised. Let's see what some oracle cards have here for you. Honestly, this is a very positive read. It's just, I think this is unexpected because for somebody who is so open and receptive and you're in a good place, it's just that I think people, myself included, are surprised to see that you are feeling this disconnect. Because all right here, it's about elected solitude, or just, just being single but being open. And yet, really, in the back of your mind, you're just kind of, these two non-victory cards, not being on the same page, things not working out, perhaps a loss of maybe feeling unsure or some doubt about a situation. I think people would be surprised about that because you really do come across as somebody who's very self-sufficient, very together, very, whatever you set your mind to, you can do and achieve, right? So I think that's why it's unexpected, because otherwise this is pretty mundane. Like, oh yeah, I'm having some doubts, I feel disconnected. But for you, especially since you probably worked on the relationship prior, this is pretty heavy duty for you. For somebody that can do anything and everything, the fact that a relationship didn't work out for you, you're like, well, wait, why didn't it? I did so much, put a lot of time and effort into it, and I cared for that person. Okay. All right. Grabbed the wrong deck. Leo. Transformation. So this speaks to Earth. We got the chakras here. This is a 9, speaks to Earth. And we've got a lot of Earth signs here. We've got the manifesting signs. So this is all about you attending to what the core, the basis, the foundation of the issue, the foundation of your life, as far as you continuing, carrying on, doing what you need to maintain that stability and security in your life. But also this, again, with the transformation, this is an experience that has transformed you and your way of thinking. That's why you're probably giving so much thought to it. And yet you're not going to not attend to the security in the day-to-day and making sure that you have a firm foundation for all of your daily mundane things as well as the next relationship. So it's almost like this is just a validation reading, honestly. If you showed up for confirmation, this is it. You're doing everything you're supposed to be doing. Transformation is happening. We've even got some, probably multiple love interests for the next month. So, yeah. But I got to tell you, I like that you're kind of receptive but not pursuant, because you're doing your due diligence on the issue. Honestly, you don't want to go rush out and get them under somebody else to get over somebody else and then still have these issues, because it's just going to present in the present relationship, Breaking free, figuring stuff out, analysis. Just for you, it feels like, okay, just realizing, you know what? I did so much prior. I was trapped. There's nothing more. There is nothing more I can do. I am doing exactly what I'm supposed to be doing right now, taking care of my own self. And I'm not going to stay trapped in a relationship that just wasn't working for me or for nobody was benefiting, or if they were, it was one-sided, but it wasn't good for either of you in the long run. And you recognize that and you're like, okay, I'm out. I'm out. This also speaks to shoring up your foundation, attending to daily mundane tasks that can provide some comfort, especially if you are going through something emotional. There's comfort in doing daily labor. So there's that too. Leo. I'll show you that one in a minute with the caveat. Leo. Because damn. And that one just flew out, so we'll go with that. Okay. Prosperity. Okay, and the reason why I laugh is because we got a slew of pentacles here. We've also got pentacles embedded in this. It's almost like, as far as, this is like the All-Father or the All-Mother as far as creation goes. It's kind of like the Empress and the Emperor, in the sense that energy, there's just everything it's like the Midas touch. Everything you touch works out. Okay, so I laughed because this came out. And whenever this comes out in a reading, no, this one came out. This is the one I pulled. It's because this, for me, talks about prosperity and shoring up your foundation and doing things with your hands, or a passion project, something to take you outside of yourself, for one of two things. It gives a relief to the anxiety and the spin cycle that we do about, just machinating about what and why and how and whatnot. But it also, a happy hobby could be born. It could be also too that, you turn around after all this work with your hands just to numb the pain or get out of your head, and you end up doing something for someone else or shoring up your foundation. Either way, it's a win-win, right? Okay, so that's what that speaks to for me, really. Some of you, it might be, activism, environmentalism, okay, getting back in touch with nature. But for me, it's always been doing something to take you outside of yourself. And it also benefits you because it's an anxiety relief, or relief of anxiety, but it also might benefit somebody else and shore up your foundation. Okay, and then this one flew out, and this is prosperity. On top of all the pentacles that you have in this spread, then we get the prosperity. So Leo, again, you're sitting pretty, you're just fine. The universe is pouring its abundance out to you. Be open to receiving, which is exactly what this is, because we're in a pensive, reflective state. I mean, goodness gracious. Okay, this is like the synchronicity here. Honestly, you are right where you're supposed to be doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing. This is a walk in the park for you, right? Let's see one more here. It's probably going to just be a confirmation of more of the same here, because this whole thing is about you being right exactly where you're supposed to be, reflective, receptive. Really? Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Great news is heading your way. Abundance is coming to you in many forms. So we got this probably social, dating, love interests. And then we've got prosperity. We've got you doing just fine on your own. You are in an excellent place for ending out November 2018 and going into December 2018. Honestly, this is awesome. Good for you, Leo. Okay, I hope this was helpful. And, here's the blip on the screen. Well, I'm just kind of feeling disconnected and I have my doubts. Got nothing to worry about. Wow. Okay, I hope this was helpful. This is just something new I was trying out. Hope you got something out of it. Hope to see you in the next reading. Take care.